The White House was subdued one day after the big tax cut victory, but the president is expected to metaphorically spike the ball with a signing ceremony sometime soon. For now, the president is content to spread some holiday cheer among America's finest. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts has that story tonight from the North Lawn. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. And I spoke with White House officials just a few minutes ago who told me they don't see any problem with getting that continuing resolution through the Senate and here on the president's desk tomorrow. It certainly looks like this is going to shape up to be a very Merry Christmas this year for President Trump, with the expected signing also tomorrow of the biggest achievement of his presidency. The lift from a huge legislative victory still under his wings, President Trump left the White House today to wish Merry Christmas to some of the heroes who keep this country safe.
I'm heading over right now to Walter Reed Military Medical Center to say hello to some of the bravest people anywhere in the world.
It's a tradition for U.S. presidents to visit Walter Reed and thank the wounded men and women for their service. President Trump enjoys wide support from the military, pledging to rebuild and re-equip U.S. forces. But the president's promises ride on Republicans and Democrats in Congress reaching a long-term spending agreement next year. Today, the White House was urging Congress to just keep the government running for the next 4 weeks with a continuing resolution.
We want a clean bill, and that's what we hope happens, and we hope it happens soon because we know all of you guys and all of Congress and everybody else is ready to make sure that the government is fully funded and functional and go home and celebrate Christmas.
The president is anxious to get a continuing resolution on his desk because he wants to sign tax reform tomorrow before he leaves for his Christmas vacation at Mar-a-Lago. But in order to sign the bill tomorrow, the president needed waivers contained in the CR to prevent cuts to entitlement programs.
It's always a lot of fun when you win.
Still, there is plenty for the president to celebrate, including word from more companies of tax reform-related bonuses. Boeing, AT&T, Wells Fargo, Comcast, and Fifth Third Bancorp all announcing either bonuses for employees or wage increases, even more charitable giving. President Trump believes this is just the beginning.
We're bringing the entrepreneur back into this country. We're getting rid of all the knots and all the ties, and we're going to see, you're going to see what happens. And ultimately, what does it mean? It means jobs, 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 jobs.
And there was good news for the president on the economic front. The Bureau of Economic Analysis revised third-quarter GDP down 0.1 of a point to 3.2%, but combined with second-quarter growth of 3.1%, the U.S. economy had its best back-to-back performances in 3 years. But the president may face new opposition in his quest to replace Obamacare next year. Numbers released today show enrollment in Obamacare surpassed expectations. 8.8 million people signed up for health insurance on the federal exchanges during open enrollment. That's 400,000 fewer than last year, though still surprisingly strong, given the administration's efforts to undermine the program.
They tried for months to repeal the Affordable Care Act, which would have sent costs soaring for millions of Americans and caused millions more to lose coverage. They failed in that effort. But they have consistently undermined ACA in every way they can think of.
After the tax reform vote yesterday, President Trump claimed to have repealed Obamacare by eliminating the tax penalty in the individual mandate. But repealing the individual mandate does not fully repeal Obamacare, though it could be said that it may hasten its demise through a combination of reduced revenues and higher insurance premiums. Brett?
John Roberts live on the North Lawn. John, thanks.